Hi, I'm Jeanette, the North Dawn Coach. Thanks for joining me today. I want to talk about if you're feeling stuck, particularly if you're feeling stuck at work. Maybe it's that you've been in the job for a long time and you have had a real successful career. Maybe you're kind of in mid-career. Maybe you're even heading into later career, getting close to retirement, but not quite there. But the word that comes to mind when you think about your experience is, I feel stuck. Stuck is an interesting way to describe it, but it's a very common way to describe what you might be feeling. I hear it almost daily from my career coaching clients who are coming in because they've recognized that this stuck feeling isn't something that can sit with. And even if you're close to retirement, the idea of continuing to feel this stuck way, it just feels insurmountable. For many people in this position, even if retirement is close by, the idea of another year, another 2 years, another 5 years of this feeling just feels unbearable. And that may be you. It may be you earlier in your career. It may be you exactly at this point in time, but it is an awful feeling. And it's a feeling that you don't have to settle for. There are many reasons why you might be feeling stuck. And part of the process around getting unstuck is first discovering what is causing that stuck feeling. And it may seem like, oh, I know, like it's my boss or it's my coworkers or it's this job. And at the same time, while all of that is likely to be true, it's important in the getting unstuck process to dig deeper. And when the wound of being stuck is as active as it is, it's very, very painful to want to dig in and discover more of what's behind the stuck feeling. And it's so important as a place to start. So what I want to recommend is, if this is your situation, if you would describe yourself as stuck in a really painful stuck way, let's take an initial step that isn't digging deep into the unstuckness, but let's just take a first surface pass around what might be underneath that so that we can figure out what's the next step to take around getting unstuck. Because you deserve to be unstuck. You deserve to have a fulfilling career that fuels you. Even if it's 2 years before retirement, even if it's a year, 6 months before retirement, and certainly if it's 20 years or more until you reach that date, you deserve to have a fulfilling and joy-filled career. So what I want you to do is think about your daily work. Now, I'm releasing this video on a Sunday. And so if you're hearing it on the release date, jump in on Monday. If you're hearing this video or watching this video, I'm sure you're doing more than hearing it. If you're watching this video later on in the weekly cycle, just start where you are. But make it a practice for the next 7 days or so to log what you're feeling as you go through your workday. What are the items that really trigger the feeling of being stuck? Jot that down. What are the times when actually this isn't so bad? I can withstand this. Jot that down. Because we want to have some sort of a data set to look at to see, what might be behind that feeling of stuckness. So that's it. That's all for this week. The things I want you to go away with are, 1, that you deserve more and there is hope of a possibility of making a change, of getting unstuck. And 2, the first process of getting unstuck doesn't have to be a deep dive into the depths of the pain, but let's just get a surface reading of what might be behind the unstuckness. and then I'll return next week and we'll talk about what comes after. All right, thanks for joining me. I am so grateful for you. I wish you a good week ahead, and we'll talk again soon. Take care.